Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, they just dropped the Raid Digest. I'm going to dive in and see what they've got to say about some of the hard dungeon changes. There's going to be a champion buff, which I guess we were all hoping for. So we're going to dive into that as well. I will be on the test server in about 3.5 hours or so by the time this video goes out. We will be looking at these new legendary champions on the test server and perhaps rocking some maximum damage action. So come and join me for that. Should be a blast as always. Let's dive in here to what they're talking about on the Raid Digest. Not here. Okay. So greetings, Raiders. We're well into our 4th anniversary. Yeah, we've started to get some of the stuff coming through. Well done on the free gifts, guys. Raid, that was actually very good. Also, the promo code. If you didn't see my promo code, it was like a couple of videos back. Go and get your free stuff. It's worth it. A glorious journey worthy of a chronicle of its own, but more is yet to come. For now, let's dig into what's happening in festive Teleria. Okay, so we've got the celebration here. On this occasion of the 4th anniversary, all 4 starter champions got legendary versions. That's what we're testing tonight. If you happen to collect all 4 during the anniversary period, which ends in a month, you got a month to get 4 void legendaries. You will get an extra gift. Honestly, the gift needs to be colossal. The gift is in-game. Probably not on the test server, but it's basically some legendary books, some silver, some multi-battles, all of that type of stuff. So it's... unless they give us other ways to actually get these champions rather than just summoning void shards, very few people will pick up that gift, okay? It's not a gift at that point. It's like buying a house. So, yeah. It will be unlikely unless they do it in some sort of cool events to actually get them. However, as much as we love our game starters, the true protagonist of Raid is you, our player. We hope you enjoy a glimpse of your epic path through the Raid Chronicle video. So I did my video yesterday. I'm trying to gather all of the challenges from the free-to-play series so I can do a video kind of like looking from one to the other. Because actually... I literally just looked at mine versus Never, and I cannot believe the differences in certain stats. So I want to do that across the different ones and hopefully put it out perhaps on Sunday. But yeah, basically, we could kind of walk through that. A couple of words on hard dungeons. Watch out for this, guys, because I know a lot of you are going to be building teams right now. You'll be seeing videos. You'll be building teams out. It's going to change, especially for Spider, okay? They've already made a tweak to Fire Knight from what we had originally on the test server. They've made him faster. Fire Knight is hard. It's properly hard, yeah? The rest of them feel very doable. Dragon quite easy, actually. Spider quite easy at the moment. Fire Knight is really tough. So I guess watch out for that one. It does say here as well, you gain mythical items. What's it saying here? As the recent Fire Knight tournament has started with default technical settings before hard mode went online, gaining mythical items by defeating Fire Knight doesn't bring you tournament points in the current tournament. Okay, bear that in mind. Please keep in mind that clan quests that require raiding dungeon bosses, clan quests, yeah, on stages higher than 10 cannot be completed either on hard because it doesn't go higher than 10 at the moment. It probably will in the future. That's probably going to be the kind of path of how dungeons will move. Also, we've noticed some bugs with tainted spiderlings. This is what I wanted to show you. I recorded this earlier, and I've actually got a video coming out on Spider Hard 10 tomorrow, where I farm with 5,000 energy, and you can kind of check out what I get for that. But this is the comp that I have been running for it. Basically, Bellinor with Xavier, so we get decreased defense and weaken out. Hex goes out, and Magnar absolutely annihilates the world. Yeah, 8-second farm. Magnar, Trunda, there's something weird going on, something buggy going on with those particular champions. Don't worry, I didn't put it out there. It's not my fault that it's changing, but they've noticed the bug and they're going to change it. Okay, so we've noticed some bugs with tainted spiderlings. Sometimes if they die from non-direct damage, like bombs and stuff, their death doesn't trigger damage to the main spider. That's the bad way. On the other hand, if they die from a double hit, Trunda, Magnar, yeah, their death might cause double damage to Scavag, which is what's going on there. I'm getting double damage plus hex damage, which I think is also doing double damage. Basically, it's a one-shot. We plan to fix both bugs shortly, so bear that in mind if you're going to be building out your teams. So this is the champion buff here. Alil, upcoming fix. At the present time, Alil's A2, Pierce to Carapace, doesn't completely ignore Stone Skin. It negates 85% damage reduction of this buff, but deals damage to the enemy's Stone Skin shield, not the enemy. Okay. In the future, we're going to fix the skill so it deals damage directly to the enemy's HP. So that's basically, it's going to work like Georgid's A3. That's a pretty significant change. I didn't pick up Alil when he was out there for 110 odd voids. I just felt like, damn, it's expensive. Alil's kit is brilliant, but his damage was not brilliant. Okay, the execution of the kit wasn't that great. This A1 on Alil is probably the best A1 in the game. Steals all buffs from a target the first time the champion uses it, cannot be resisted. In the arena, high-end arena, I think I was watching someone do a plat push, Authentic. He uses Alil in some of his teams where he's just using it for this. Clean the buffs off so that someone can come in and nuke. But that can't be all someone is good for. Okay, so his A2 on paper sounds amazing. Ignores Strengthen, Stone Skin, Increased Defense, Ally Protect. But the way it was ignoring Stone Skin wasn't good enough. If this now ignores it properly, then damn, it's actually pretty nuts. Because if he kills someone, he then gets Stone Skin. So this could be a game changer for Alil. The problem being, his A3 doesn't really hit hard enough. His A3 needs another level of damage. Even a small buff to this A3, and he would be in amongst the god tier type of champions. But because he doesn't ignore any defense, you know, you get champions like Baron, Georgid, who come in and they're just more meta because you can't go out there placing debuffs in the current high-end arena meta. But it does mean that Alil will be more relevant. If they just gave him a little damage tweak as well, damn, it could actually be worthwhile. I mean, if they're doing this type of change, why not listen to the community around champions like the Supreme ones that have just come out? Yeah, Elhain. She just needs one more thing in her kit. She needs some sort of debuff relevant to other bosses, other content in the game. She's not god tier PvP right now. She's actually a really good champion. She's high level damage, but she's not god tier PvP, which means she needs to be a higher tier somewhere else. I was actually surprised by how good she was when I used her, to be fair, but she's not quite in that new meta type of echelon. So she either needs some ignore defense in a kit Plarium, in her AoE, like even if it's ignore 20% defense, it would suddenly elevate her into that type of group, or she needs some debuff so that she's more relevant in PvE. As it is right now, she's kind of like this, I do a lot of damage, but I'm not sure where you would use me, which doesn't really make a lot of sense. So if they're going to do it with someone like Alil, I wish they would just straight up do it today. Do it today for Elhain before the fusion gets going, or people will not pick her up. So I guess just to conclude here, we've got the CvC, Clan v Clan tournament starts on the 14th, which is Tuesday. Obviously, we're going to be mid-fusion at that point if you're doing it. But there will be personal rewards. Bear that in mind. It also says here, it will contain a bit more valuable... This is good England. It will contain a bit more valuable sets of bonuses than usual. Basically, I guess the personal rewards, it sounds like probably it's the personal reward side of things, are going to be a bit juicier than we would normally see. I guess we're going to see what that is. You never know. Maybe we're going to get Supreme Gaelic as the personal reward. What do you reckon? Anyway, come and join me on stream tonight. I've been Hell Hades. I'll see you later.